This woman here is one diabolical, cold-hearted, evilest bitches you will probably ever see. She is what you call pure trash. And she's cold. She's evil. And y'all sitting around praising this bitch. Blac Chyna, we love you. Oh. And that bitch is one of the dirtiest bitches you'll probably ever meet. And I started disliking her back when she did Rob Kardashian the way she did him. When she set her whole tramp using punk ass up there and sent that man, not just using him, because a lot of women do that and a lot of men do that. A lot of men use women, that's what people do. But the way she disrespected him and sent that man a video of her having sex with another man while she knew that Rob Kardashian was in love with her and actually thought that they were gonna get married and the picket white fence and all that shit. And that dirty, cold-hearted whore, because that's really what she is. She's trash. She's a tramp. And did that man real bold. Used the shit out of him to get that body, to get surgeries, to get that baby so she can have security for the rest of her life. And that bitch ain't shit. She don't give a fuck about nothing and nobody but fucking money, fucking drugs, sex, and her body. That's it. She don't give a shit about her kids. She don't give a shit about people's feelings. She don't care about nothing. And she probably earned it honestly. But she ain't shit. And like I said, y'all actually worships and praises this hoe. But where she fucked up with me, to the point where I just started despising her, is the way she's doing her mother. Her mother, Tokyo Tony.
Turn it off. The car, turn it off. Turn it off. Stop, do it again. You can put your
Blac Chyna goes to the dealership, buys her mother a car, but she didn't tell her mother that she was leasing it and that her mother, Tokyo Tony, didn't own it. And because she got mad at her mother, she deactivated the car while her mother was actually driving the car. Now, if you look, it's jumping cables. She didn't even tell her mother that she had the car taken from her and where she couldn't drive it or nothing. Didn't even tell her that. She's sitting here with jumping cables thinking that her car, the battery was dead or something like that, and took the fucking car back. Blac Chyna took the car back from her mother while her mother's out there in them streets riding around. That dirty bitch, Blac Chyna, got her mother walking through these mean streets by herself from taking that car back from her. And like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that Tokyo Tony fucks up and have said and done a lot of things to make Blac Chyna mad. Don't get me wrong on that. But to take some shit back that you gave a person, that's some dirty ass shit to me.
Food to the shelter no more. Thank you, Jesus, for my kid finding me a car. I didn't know it wasn't paid for. I never divulged that information, dear daughter, and I still love you. I will never be disloyal to you ever. Ever. Chyna, I love you. You have demons around you. You know your mother has a sixth sense. My thinking, you cut me off. Oh, baby, I just slid back. I still promote you, baby. Mommy loves you. You're my only child. That's it. I almost died hemorrhaging because my little pussy was too young to push you out, but I did it anyway.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Tokyo Toni is an angel. I'm not saying that Tokyo Toni, Blac Chyna's mother, haven't done anything wrong. And I'm not saying that Blac Chyna shouldn't cut her mother off. I'm not saying all those things because her mother has embarrassed her publicly. Her mother has talked plenty of shit about her publicly and, probably over the phone and to her face. Her mother has done a lot of things. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your mother's safety now. I'm talking about Tokyo Toni being homeless, being carless, being moneyless. And here you have a daughter that claims to be a millionaire. And I have fallen out with a lot of people. I really have. But I would never see them hungry. I would never see anyone that I so-called love to be walking through the streets where you could go and get that woman $1,000, $2,000 used hoopty where at least she's not at night walking through the streets crying. And then, for one, she cut her mother off. She doesn't allow her to see her grandchildren. She doesn't answer the phone to her. But here's the catch. Chyna knows that her mother has mental issues. And I'm sure they both do. But Chyna's in position to help her mother, even if it's from afar or through someone else. I wouldn't let a dog be walking through the streets and you know where her mother lives, eventually it will get cold. And I'm also not saying that Chyna is responsible for her mother. But that's still your fucking mother with your evil, money-hungry hoe ass. And Chyna ain't shit her damn fucking self to even be trying to judge somebody. You don't have to talk to your mother ever. But you gave her something and you took that shit back and then said to her mother, you better get an Uber. Bitch, that's cold-hearted. That's cold-hearted for you to know that not only that, her mother has a lot of enemies. It's a lot of people that do not like Tokyo Toni because of her rants and because of her behaviors and the things that she said. But that's not these people's mother, bitch. That's your mother. And everybody also knows that her mother will defend her at all costs and have always defended her at all costs. It's a lot of people right now that would have been came after Blac Chyna, but they didn't because they were scared of Tokyo Toni, because they knew her mother would take up for her. But in actuality, both of them are losing. Both of them are losing. And it's like I said, it's a lot of people like Tokyo's Tony's ex-landlord. Them people got their house back. They done took all of Tokyo. Tokyo Tony don't have shit. They took that woman's belongings, her personal identification. They took all her clothes. They took all of her shit. And still trying to take her down. After all that time, her old friends, the big fat ass Natalie sitting there talking, looking crazy. All of them is just crazy as hell. And the thing is, like her ex-landlord and them, y'all can't talk about Tokyo Tony because you just as fucking cold-hearted to keep trying to take somebody down when that shit is over with, and you know that woman got a mental issue. It's not a person that ever been in Tokyo Tony's life that does not know she's mental. And you still trying to take her down. But fuck that. Their mother is not Tokyo Tony. Tokyo Tony is this bitch's mother. And if something happens to her while she's walking almost 50 years old through these streets, trying to survive, watch that dirty ass bitch act like she didn't know, or you're gonna make up some kind of lie. And y'all sitting up flashing cameras, promoting her shit. That's a dirty ass bitch. But let me tell you something about motherfucking karma, you fucking whore, duck lip whore. When karma come for this bitch here, Blac Chyna, she's not gonna know what fucking hit her ass. I guarantee you that. Because she's a cold-hearted motherfucker. You didn't fall out with your friend that you went to high school with, bitch. That's your mother. And like I said, you ain't gotta fuck with her, because Tokyo Tony can have behavior issues, talk shit, and do a lot of shit. And a lot of people say she's a scam. She takes people money. If she's a scam fucking artist or take people's money, take it to the damn law. You can't take it to the law because you want to bring her down your damn self. You want to be just as diabolical and dirty as whatever you say she is, your damn self. That's all they do is take videos of Tokyo Tony every day with her behaviors, knowing that woman needs some help. They know that woman have mental issues. They know she's going through something. She's going through something alone just because of her daughter cutting her off. That can drive anybody crazy when all of a sudden your child cuts you off and don't even have enough respect for you to answer the phone or to help you in any kind of fucking way, and you a fucking rich bitch. Bitch, you a damn fool is what your ass is. You think you God, but you gonna learn about karma, and we already know where the karma gonna come at. It's gonna start taking her money. And what's taking her money? Them kids gonna be taking. She gonna fuck up. You watch. You watch when that karma, and she gonna wish she had her mother in her life, because everybody else gonna turn their backs on her. All them motherfucking hoes. Amber Rose, Nicki Minaj, all them fucking hoes gonna turn their back when that bitch get a real bad reputation or get caught up in some shit, because all she does is get high. And her and her mother the same fucking thing, and that's why she don't want to identify with her, because she's the same fucking thing. They look alike, talk alike, and fucking act alike. But I don't think Tokyo Tony, her mother, is as cold-hearted and dirty as this fucking bitch is. And if you can't say shit about her mother will feed the fucking homeless. She will give to the homeless. This bitch ain't giving shit but fucking drugs to her system and her pussy to these fucking young, weird, funny-looking ass boys. That's all. She don't give a fuck about her kids. If Blac Chyna gave a damn about her kids, her behaviors would be right. She would clean herself up. She would dress appropriate. She don't give a fuck about nothing, because she's fucking mental. But she's a dirty mental motherfucker. You got a lot of people that's out here crazy as hell. Motherfucker, I'm crazy. But I ain't cold-hearted. I'm not fucking dirty. I've fallen out with all kind of fucking people. But I'm not going to see you hungry. I'm not going to fucking see somebody walking through these streets of fucking my mother. My fucking mother walking through the streets, this bitch ain't shit. And like I said, when karma bite that bitch and her fake ass, flat ass, big ass, her ass changes from season to season. When karma comes the way that bitch did Rob Kardashian, just her intentions alone, her motives, her greed for money, her evilness, and quiet as kept, she's probably going through it. Now that's why she got to stay high. She walks through these streets. When you hear her talking, she's high all the time because she's becoming an addict already. But she better change her shit up. But like I said, to take your mother's car back from her, I can understand you don't buy one to take it back. And she knows her mother's walking through them streets. She knows her mother has enemies and haters. And she knows her mother has mental issues. Just on that alone, at least get your mother off them streets walking with sandals and shit on, men blowing at her, people, strange ass people knowing who she is, you stupid, dirty bitch. Can't stand this fucking whore. And I don't see, and anybody that fucking like her is a whore your damn fucking self. Or you a man with a hard ass dick and you don't see her but nothing but a fucking sex toy. But if you got some sense, if you got a heart, if you have some knowledge, and if you a kind-hearted, righteous fucking person, you wouldn't like this hoe either. You sitting up here walking red carpets, showing off cars and shit because you ain't never had shit. Because you use them fucking Kardashians and shit. My mother asked me one time, 80 years old, saw her on something and said, what does she do? I had to think about it. What does she do? She rolled off that damn Rob Kardashian is what she did because I didn't know her before that fucking shit. And that's her business. I ain't talking about that part. Like I said, be a hoe, but don't be no cold-hearted hoe.